Hello and welcome, this is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more of the Beast and Exploration DLC for Battle Brothers. We have arrived at Kochendorf and done a job here. We want to go to the marketplace because food is indeed cheap here. I think I'm going to pick up a bunch of these dried fruits because do they last the most? Well, this lasts more, but I like the price here, so I'll pick up all three. That gives me 5 days. You know, I could pick up more food, but it might spoil if I pick up too much, so that'll probably be fine for now. Alright, let's see what this mission is. I have some suspicions with this abducted children thing, so we'll see. Find Niels the Guildmaster reverently flipping through books. It's a manner which suggests he's pored over them previously, and now he's just hurriedly hunting for any missed clue. There is none, and he throws the tomes off his table with a burst of anger. Seeing you, he wipes his forehead and explains. I've searched high and low for an answer, but it seems I will have to resort to steel. That would be your steel, Sellsword. I'll be honest with you, I made dealings with witches. Okay, so I suspected that because that's one of the newer enemies in the DLC. Many years ago to protect my firstborn, Mattis, from a hellish fever. The child survived, but now those awful women are coming back and demand my child as payment. You nod. This is almost as bad as the schemes of some loan sharks. He continues, pulling a finger into the desk. I need you here, Sellsword. I need a sword to protect Mattis through the night and to kill these damned wenches so that my bloodline can live on beyond this nightmare. Are you willing to help? Okay, well, let's see what he's willing to pay. That is a lot of money. He smiles. This will make you a rich man, my friend. It's 3,320 crowns when the contract is done. Now, this may be beyond me. I don't know. I have a little bit of an idea what to expect because I did read through some of the notes, the dev blog leading up to this DLC. So I was aware this was an enemy, and I kind of have an idea of the attributes of the witches. But I've never fought them before, so I don't really know 100% how difficult they are, but I'm going to assume, based off of the difficulty here and how much I'm being paid, that they're fairly difficult. We need to be paid more. Okay, so 3,580 crowns. I'm going to accept it. It's maybe a bad idea, but we'll see. Alright, so we have to stay around, protect the sun. Okay. Alright, well, let's see how it goes. I'm not really sure the best way to prepare for this. Now, from what I understand of witches, they use charms on your men. So, in my mind, the best way to deal with them is to attack them as quickly as possible and try and defeat them that way. So we're probably not going to have the ability to take a real defensive position, but we'll see. We'll see what the situation is. We're just going to kind of hover around the area and see what happens here. Hopefully it doesn't become night before they come, because I don't want to fight witches at night. Okay, here we go. You spot a woman approaching the party. She's wearing bright red and a necklace sways over and between her ample bosom. It's quite the sight, but she is flawless and such a thing does not exist in this world. You draw your sword. The lady sees the steel and then looks at you with a wily grin. Lots of hair fall from her head and what's left shrivels into gray wisps. Her skin shrinks into pale valleys and her fingernails grow so long they curl. He points a finger at you and screams that nobody will prevent the conclusion of the pact she's made. You yell out to the company to make sure Mattis is kept out of harm's way. Okay, here we go. Alright, so she's got some dire wolves. See how many of them there are. You said some. That's not enough of an indicator. It's 7. We have numbers on our side. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively put a spear wall up here. I don't know if the wolves are going to get to me in time. But then we'll hold. Yeah, wolves can move pretty far, so that's why I did that. Of course, they may not actually go after that guy with the spear wall. I think I can handle dire wolves. It's just the question is, can I handle the witch? Looks like, well, let's look at that. So yeah, there's Matos, so we need to protect him. Let's just hold for now. We'll see what the situation is. Oh. Okay, so she probably just tried to, I mean, I'm gonna guess she just tried to charm one of my men. Alright, so let's cut our way through these wolves quickly, if we can. Sure, we'll fire at that one. Okay, I'm gonna hold because I may want to use my dog. Hold because we may be moving up. I'm gonna step forward with this guy and throw his javelin. Down goes that wolf. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just step forward and engage this one. Because again, I don't want the... As we just saw there, the witch tried to charm my men, so... I'm gonna start pivoting out and around, and we'll throw a javelin at what we feel like we can get away with. Alright, let's try and chop this one down. Try and chop this one down. Now, wolves do have morale, so we can kill them. It'll go a long way towards getting through. I'm going to kind of move aggressively here. Looks like we'll be safer if we move over this direction because we've already taken kind of care of the wolves in that direction. Do we want to release the dog? I think this may be a desperate enough situation that we actually want to do that. Okay, move this guy out. Now the dog will prove a distraction, which will allow us a little bit of leeway. Now, obviously it died, which we would prefer didn't happen, but... Oh no! The kiss landed. So he's charmed. I don't know exactly how this works, but I'm going to assume he can attack us now. I'm gonna hold because I'm not sure what else to do. I feel like we have to ignore him like he's not there. Just keep moving. Let's... I mean, I want to move so this guy can move away. Then we'll throw out another one of our dogs. Okay, so this guy's just going to run forward to get to the witch as fast as possible. Obviously, that guy can now attack our charge, so we need to get him out of there. Let's try and finish this one off. We have to go into our inventory and switch that out. Got the stun. Hit again. Alright. Fortunately, we didn't get hit by that. Okay, step forward, chop. And then turn. Step forward. Guess this one's a little worse off, but that one's got easier chance to hit, so we'll go with that. Okay, we're done with that. We're gonna step up. It's kind of dangerous because this guy could attack me again next turn. But obviously we want to keep moving forward if we can. Okay. Can't quite get to the witch. And I really do want to get to her. So I'm going to move like that. And then like that. Not really sure what to do with the archer. Obviously I don't want this guy to keep being able to attack me. And we got out of there. I unfortunately can't shoot an arrow at all, but we'll move here. And then end turn. Okay, that failed. Oh, what is this? Protected by a hex. I don't know what that means. Well, obviously we need to move this guy away because we've got the one guy that's charmed. So yeah, I don't know what this means. What does this mean? Hex. This character has been cursed to feel the same pain and receive the same wounds as another character. Be careful, as it will kill him. The effects will persist for another turn. Okay, so if we can wait out a turn, it will go away. All right. Well, let's just kill the wolves. If at all possible. Okay, so the charm wore off, so it does definitely have a time limit. Now, normally I would throw a javelin here at the witch. In this case, I'm going to throw at the wolf in an attempt to kill it. We're going to try and stick it out until the hex wears out, because it's only one more turn. I'm going to wait. Alright, so most of the wolves are dead. You can step in, get in the witch's face. Yeah, I think at this stage we killed all the dire wolves, so let's just get in the witch's face. That's going to be our best move. Now, I might be able to get away with one little bit of a poke here. Yeah, so that's exactly how that works. But if it's going to end soon, we may be able to overwhelm her, especially if she puts the hex on different people. We'll just poke her to death. The problem is the dog is going to act. Okay, you just get the safety. That's the problem, though, what she just did. The hex is worn off, though, so we can kill her. Alright, so hold. Anyone that can't really get to her. Can't really get to her to do what I need to do. I think we get in and we try and attack her close combat. But I think we may have this one won. Oh wow, she's almost dead. So if this guy can finish her before this guy goes, but she will go before her, then we've got what we need. So, so what we need to do is we just need to shield wall with that guy to make sure he's nice and protected. Everyone else should just wait until after he's gone, just in case things don't go our way. So shield wall, and that's going to be it, just to try and protect. Okay, and then we're going to hold, 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 hold. So I'm guessing the charmed lasts a certain amount of time. Okay, good. Got her. Alright, well that was nerve-wracking for sure, but we managed to do it, and I think it was just because, you know, I kept that in mind. Just go after the witch as fast as possible. And we could handle the wolves. Oh, okay, we've got some things here. So we got adrenaline gland. So this comes from the direwolf. A direwolf's frenzy and bloodlust can be attributed to substances produced by this gland. Someone somewhere will probably have a use for it. All right. And then we got poison apple. Well, it's worth a lot. I don't know what else it does. All right. Well, obviously we're going to pick these things up. You return Mantis to Niels Guildmaster. The townsmen and firstborn embrace like the telling of two separate dreams of identical circumstance, slowly coming together despite the appeals of reality. Finally, they hug and clinch one another and pause to stare at one another to be sure it's all real. You tell Niels, the guildmaster, that every witch is dead, well, just one, but that he should keep the tale to himself. He nods. Spirits feed on hubris. I know that much, and I shall take this story to the grave. I thank you for what you've done today, Sellsword. I thank you to such lengths that you could not possibly know. I have but one way to express my appreciation. He brings you a satchel of gold. The sight of the bag bulging with coins brings a warm smile to your face. So we get our money. They no longer have abducted children, which is good. And all worked out in the end. All right. So first things first. Did anyone level up? And the answer is yes. I think we really got lucky there because Rupert could have killed somebody and he didn't when he was charmed. He had 2 attacks and we also moved away from him and he had attacks of opportunity that he also missed. So of his 2 attacks that he actually took, only 1 landed. And of his 2 opportunity attacks he took, none of them landed. So we got really lucky there in my opinion. Now we did get pierced... We did get pierced side as a result of him stabbing his friends, but these things happen, I guess. And we do need to pass the banner along to the man that is taking Winrick's place. Okay, so that's taken care of. We've got more wolf pelts than we had before. And then I'm not really sure what we're going to do with the adrenal glands, and I don't know if this poison apple is worth anything other than just selling it, because it is worth 1,000 gold. But yeah, let's sort the items. It does have the same background as like food and other things. That could just be a generic thing for different goods, though. I would have to... I'm not sure if a signet ring, for example, has the same background. It very well could. Alright, well, let's do the level up. Looks like our sergeant leveled up. So, what did I want to take with him perks-wise? Well, we could take Swordmaster, which would benefit him. What would that do? So they build up less fatigue, and we get a 5% chance for split and swing. Problem is, I don't think he has either of those attack types. That would probably more serve him if he had a 2-handed sword. So in that regard, nothing that we have in this skill level will help. So really what we're looking at is probably Brawny or Shield Expert. Now we're already in a position where fatigue is quite good. Let's take the actual points first. Well, I did roll well on fatigue again. I think what I'm going to take here is I'm going to take Resolve, Fatigue, and Hit Points. I'm tempted to take the range skill, because we could get him going with javelins and stuff, just like we have with these 2 men. We don't have the actual perks for it. But I didn't really roll particularly well on this side outside of the range combat, so I don't think I'm going to take any of those skills. I think we just try and take the things that, like Resolve, there's a reason to take that. So I'm going to go ahead with that. I'm going to go ahead and take the fatigue, because we could get better armor later. And hit points. Make him stay a little bit more alive. Alright, so with that in mind, I could go for Brawny here, which could make us have the potential of getting even heavier armor. Because it will reduce the penalty. Alternatively, we take the Shield Expert and just get that benefit right away. And considering that we have the money to buy armor, but I just don't know how far in the future that's going to be for us, I think we take Shield Expert now, knowing that will help me. Because what it does is the shield defense bonus is increased by 25%. This also applies to the additional defense bonus of the shield wall skill. And shield damage received is 50%, which is good. And the knockback skill gains 15%, which we do use that from time to time. So those are all great things that we will get if we take the Shield Expert. That's just immediate gains. I think we take the immediate gains over something that's more future term. So yeah, Shield Expert. All right. Well, that's going to be our level up. We obviously have some other cleanup to do, but we'll save that for the next video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.